Hello everyone, DeckTrolls here. Um, so today I'm having a little bit of trouble with the lighting, but the show must go on, so here we go. I got a request to do the 3 different Red Eyes decks that my brothers and I have. So today it's going to be part 1 of 3 of my Red Eyes deck. It is not updated, but it's still fun to duel as is, so let's go. 2. Red Eyes Darkness Dragon. This card cannot be normal summoned or set. This card can only be special summoned cannot be special summoned except by attributing 1 Red Eyes Bee Dragon on your side of the field. Increase the attack of this card by 300 points for each dragon type monster in your graveyard. A lot of people don't like to run this card because they're like, oh, it's too slow or it's just not good enough. But I like it because it's fun and it's easy to get out. Got 3 Red Eyes Bee Dragon. It's a normal monster, and it's basically the engine of the deck. So, got 3 Blackstone of Legend. You contribute this card, special summon 1 level 7 or lower Red Eyes monster from your deck, except Red Eyes Bee Chick. If this card is in your graveyard, you can target 1 level 7 or lower Red Eyes monster in your graveyard, except Red Eyes Bee Chick. Shuffle it into the deck, and if you do, add this card from your hand. Add this card to your hand. You can only use the effect of Blackstone of Legend once per turn, and only once that turn. Got 2 Red Eyes Blackfire Dragon. This one's a Gemini, so that entails special treatment. This card is treated as a normal monster while face up on the field or in the graveyard. While this card is normal summoned on the field, you can normal summon it to have it become an effect monster with this effect. If damage calculation is performed involving this card at the end of the battle phase, you can inflict damage to your opponent equal to this card's original attack. You can only use this effect of Red Eyes Blackfire Dragon once per turn. You normally don't use it for its effect. Black Metal Dragon. You can target 1 Red Eyes monster you control, except Red Eyes Bee Chick. Equip this monster from your hand to the field to that target, and it gains 600 attack. If this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, you can add 1 Red Eyes card from your deck to your hand, except Red Eyes Bee Chick. One Red Eyes Archfiend of Lightning. It is also a Gemini, so this card is treated as a normal monster while face up on the field or in the graveyard. While this card is normal summoned on the field, you can normal summon it to have it become an effect monster with this effect. Once per turn, you can destroy all face-up monsters your opponent controls with defense lower than this card. This one you only have because its effect. Also because the fact that it's a Gemini, not a Gemini, an Archfiend. 2 Summon Skull for fusion purposes. That's it for the monsters. So for the spells, got 3 Red Eyes Fusion. Fusion summon 1 fusion monster that lists a Red Eyes monster as material from your extra deck, using monsters from your hand, deck, or field as fusion materials, and if you do, its name becomes Red Eyes Bee Dragon. You cannot normal summon or special summon other monsters the turn you activate this card. You can only activate 1 Red Eyes Fusion per turn. I only go for 1 play because it's what I feel is the strongest, and because this is a budget deck, you try to limit the amount of needed space in your extra deck, just because, you know, budget. 2 Red Eyes Insight. Send 1 Red Eyes monster from your hand or deck to the graveyard. Add 1 Red Eyes spell or trap from your deck to your hand. Except Red Eyes Insight, you can only activate 1 Red Eyes Insight per turn. Got 2 cards of the redstone. Send 1 level 7 Red Eyes monster from your hand to the graveyard. Draw 2 cards. Then you can send 1 level 7 Red Eyes monster from your deck to the graveyard. You can only activate 1 cards of the redstone once per turn. Oh, my bad. You can only use 1 per turn. Same thing. 2 Inferno Fire Blast. Target 1 face-up Red Eyes Bee Dragon you control. Inflict damage to your opponent equal to its original attack. Red Eyes Bee Dragon cannot attack the turn you activate this card. Which is cool because even the fusion monster you summon will be counted as Red Eyes Bee Dragon and will thus have its attack, applicable. 2 Dragon Shrine. Send 1 Dragon-type monster from your deck to the graveyard. Then, if that monster in your graveyard is a Dragon-type normal monster, you can send 1 more Dragon-type monster from your deck to the graveyard. You can only activate 1 Dragon Shrine per turn. Two, the Claw of Hermos. This card is always treated as a legendary dragon Hermos. Send 1 monster from your hand or field to the graveyard of the type that is listed on a fusion monster that can only be special summoned with the Claw of Hermos. If that card is set, reveal it. If that card is set, reveal it. Then special summon that fusion monster from your extra deck. You can only activate 1 Claw of Hermos per turn. 2 MST. Target 1 spell or trap on the field, destroy that target. And 2 Monster Reincarnation. Discard 1 card and select 1 monster from your graveyard and add it to your hand. Now for the traps, we got 1 Return of the Red Eyes. If you control a Red Eyes monster, except Red Eyes Bee Chick, you can target 1 normal monster in your graveyard except you can target 1 normal monster in your graveyard, special summon it. If this card in your possession is destroyed by an opponent's card effect and sent to the graveyard, you can target 1 Red Eyes monster in your graveyard except Red Eyes Bee Chick, special summon it. You can only use each effect of Return of the Red Eyes once per turn. Got 3 Red Eyes Spirit. Target 1 Red Eyes monster in your graveyard except Red Eyes Bee Chick, special summon it. And 3 Call the Haunted. Activate this card by targeting 1 monster in your graveyard, special summon that target in attack position. When this card leaves the field, destroy that target. When that target is destroyed, destroy this card. That's it for the main deck. For the extra deck, not that large. Got 3 Red Eyes Flare Metal Dragon. It requires 2 level 7 monsters. Cannot be destroyed by card effects, while it has Xyz material. While this card has Xyz material, each time your opponent activates a card or effect, inflict 500 points of damage to your opponent immediately after it resolves. Once per turn, during either player's turn, you can detach a 1 material from this card, then target 1 Red Eyes normal monster in your graveyard, special summon it. Got 1 number 28 Titanic Moth. Also requires 2 level 7 monsters. If you control no other monsters, this card can attack directly. But when it does, using this effect, the battle damage inflicted to your opponent is halved. When this card inflicts battle damage to your opponent, you can detach 1 material from this card, inflict 500 points of damage to your opponent for each card in their hand. We've got 3 Archfiend Black Skull Dragon. Requires 1 level 6 Archfiend normal monster, which is why you have the 2 Summon Skull and the 1 Red Eyes Archfiend. And 1 Red Eyes normal monster. You can only special summon Archfiend Black Skull Dragon once per turn. If this card battles, your opponent's card effects cannot activate until the end of the battle, the damage step. If damage calculation is performed involving this fusion summon card, at the end of the battle phase, you can target one Red Eyes normal monster in your graveyard, inflict damage to your opponent equal to its attack, and in the graveyard, then shuffle it into the deck. Lastly, we have one of my favorites, honestly. I use this in multiple decks because it's so fun to use. Red Eyes Black Dragon Sword. Must be special summoned from with the Claw of Hermos using a dragon type monster and cannot be special summoned by other ways. If this card is special summoned, target one other face-up monster on the field, equip this card to it gains 1000 attack and 500 attack and defense for each dragon type monster on the field and in the graveyard. So with this, you can actually boost practically any of your dragon type monsters by a lot. Yeah, because dragons go flying everywhere. Alright guys, so that is my Red Eyes deck profile. It's kind of old. It's pretty fun though. So yeah, please tell me what you think. Please like and subscribe. Remember, I have 100+ budget-friendly deck profiles, so there's going to be a lot of fun content coming your way. So please make sure to like and subscribe. Tell your friends, because, I don't know, I just want to share these fun decks. Alright, please make sure to like and subscribe, and most importantly, have fun, guys.